Hey guys, it's Carrie, the Invisible Goddess, and today I'm going to teach you how to put zipper tabs on a zipper. You'll need the following material: a zipper, a piece of scrap fabric. Mine happens to be the width of the zipper. It does not have to be, you can trim it down later. A pair of scissors. We're not actually going to use this fabric, but it's going to give us a guide. This is what I'm going to use it for later. It's going to give us a guide of how big our zipper should be after we put the tabs on. You will also need a sewing machine. Begin by placing your fabric pretty side down onto your zipper. We're going to do this half an inch in front of the little bracket here. You want to take that to your presser foot. You begin by sewing across the edge. This is just to hold your fabric in place. I didn't backstitch or anything. I'm actually going to cut this fabric in half because we're going to put a tab on both sides. Next, you'll cut off your excess zipper. Take the remaining fabric, fold it over where you have just sewn. Determine how long you'd like to make the tab itself. I think that's about good for me. I'm going to cut off about a half inch of the excess fabric. So what we want to do is take this piece back here and fold it in about 1/4 of an inch. Just want to finger press that. And then fold it back over. You're not going to see the inside of the zipper. So it doesn't have to be perfectly lined up. You can see it from the side. This is how it looks on the front. So we take this piece, folded like this, and we run another stitch over it. You can see that I'm not super particular. I am not back stitching, not doing anything fancy. So that's the back side. All we're doing is making sure the raw edges are caught inside. The raw edges on the side are going to be caught in your seam allowance when you put the zipper in. So that's why I'm saying it could have been wider than we used. I just happened to have this piece that was already cut to fit the width of my zipper. You'll next want to line your fabric up with your zipper to determine where you should cut. I like to leave about 3/8 to 1/2 inch. I use a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And the idea with the zipper tabs is you do not want to get them caught in your side seam allowance. You want the zipper to be able to pop up. When you get those little curves on the end of your zippers, that's why they're caught in your side seam. So I think right about here is where I want to cut on this side. Before you cut, make sure to slide your zipper head over. We basically want to perform the same process on this other side. It might be beneficial, you see how it wants to gap? It might be beneficial to use pins. So we line up the fabric, pretty side facing your zipper. And I'm just going to place 2 pins. See, I'm a little crooked. You want to make that straight. I'm going to place a pin on this side. Careful to not stab yourself. And I'm going to place a pin on this side. Again, trying not to stab myself. So, pretty good on the opposite side. So we want to take it to the sewing machine and sew across. Be very careful not to run over your pins. In fact, I think I'm going to hand crank to get those first stitches in. Now I'm going to pull this pin out. You can go slow. Hand crank again, and then take this pin out. And then finish sewing. Again, I am not bothering with back stitching at all. Take that off the machine. And cut our threads. And since I had cut this fabric in half, I already know, based on the amount of fabric I trimmed off of the other side, that's about how much I need to take off of this side. So I'm just going to put that on top. Sewing should be fun. We don't have to worry about things too toughly. So again, on the back side, I'm going to fold down about 1/4 inch. Do a little finger press. And then this side we have about 1/2 inch, and I kind of want to mirror that on both sides. So right about there seems good. Might have to adjust that just a little bit more. Kind of finger press that. See, we have all of our raw edges, and raw edges tucked inside. Not very straight. Keep things straight. There we go. You can see the raw edges tucked inside. And we just want to sew over it again, close to the teeth. Adjust things if you need to. There we go. I'm going to trim up your ends. There you have it, guys. You have just sewn zipper tabs. I'm going to have another tutorial that teaches you how to put the zipper tabs into a bag. In our case, it's going to be a change purse. Using this adorable princess fabric. If you enjoyed, I hope you'll subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you, or you seeing me in the next tutorial, and I hope your comment. I look forward to seeing you in the comment section. Until then, peace out, homies.